Alyssa Milano is responding to claims she got Shannen Doherty fired from Charmed. During a panel discussion for the fantasy drama show at MegaCon Orlando February 1st, the actress addresses the allegations head on, saying, "I knew this was going to come up in one way or another, and I want to be very thoughtful in how I respond to any of this. And I will just say that I'm sad. I don't think it's really that I'm sad for me or my life, or how it does or does not affect my life." The Who's the Boss star continues, "I'm the most sad for the fans. I'm the most sad that a show that has meant so much to so many people has been tarnished by a toxicity that is still, to this day, almost a quarter of a century later, still happening." Alyssa starred in Charmed alongside Shannen Doherty and Holly Marie Combs for 3 seasons before Shannen was dropped from the series in 2001. The 51-year-old goes on to tell the panel's audience that the 8 years she worked on the series were at times very difficult for her, explaining, "I have worked super hard in my life in the last 25 years to heal all of my trauma that I experienced while shooting. I've worked really hard to heal the bits because I understand that hurt people, and my intention is to be a healed person that helps heal people." The Sorry Not Sorry author then takes to her Instagram February 3rd to elaborate on the situation further, saying, "I don't know one other show that has had the success that Charmed had where the cast still speaks ill of the experience a quarter of a century later. I will add though, with absolute certainty, everything was documented. There was a professional mediator. I was told Holly and Shannen would not participate in any mediation, and an on-set producer/babysitter who were both brought in to investigate all claims. It was then recommended by this mediator, after collecting testimony from cast and crew, what changes should be made if the show was going to continue. The studio, Aaron Spelling, and network made the decision to protect the international hit that was Charmed. I did not have the power to get anyone fired. Once Shannen left, we had 5 more successful seasons, and I am forever grateful. As always, I wish Holly, Shannen, and Rose peace and light in their personal and professional journeys." One of Charm's former producers, Krista Vernoff, commented on Alyssa's post, writing, "There was a great deal of bullying on that set, and you were not one of the bullies. Plain and simple. They can spin it how they want to, but it's spin." Alyssa's words came after her former Charmed co-stars Holly and Shannen discussed the hit series on Shannen's podcast, Let's Be Clear, back in December. In the podcast, Holly says the show's producer, Jonathan Levin, told her during a private meeting in the early 2000s that Alyssa had pressured the network into firing Shannen.
I said, "Why would you hire her again, just to fire her?" And he said, "We didn't mean to." And he said, "But we've been backed into this corner." He said, "We're basically in a position where it's one or the other. We were told that it's her or me, and Alyssa has threatened to sue us for a hostile workplace environment," which, because she went to the therapist or the mediator or the corporate mediator, or whatever the heck his title is, she built a case for herself where she was documenting every time she felt uncomfortable on set and for whatever reason, whereas you and I refused to speak to him. So that's where the deck was stacked.